Welcome to Razor Pop, where we bring you the latest in celebrity gossip and entertainment news.
Yes. Ohio! Well, actually, it's like in the afternoon already.
She's wearing a Tofu Man t-shirt, and I'm wearing a Tokidoki.
Yes, and we'll tell you why later.
We'll
and I'm looking like all kawaii even with my...
Yeah, the hair. I can't explain the hair.
Yeah, like...
Okay, moving on.
Anyways, moving
the news.
Yes. Well, not really news. It's pop news because we bring you
pop
everything
news.
that's like in entertainment world. Big star across Asia, Amuro Nami.
Nami Amuro?
Nami Amuro, actually.
Nami
but,
Amuro?
it depends on how you like wanna. You can call Amuro-san or Nami. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but Nami, of course, who is now 30, has become the first artist to have 1 million selling albums in her teens, her 20s, and now her 30s.
That's right. Born in September 20th, 1977, she's a singer and dancer and a former child actor and singer with Super Monkeys.
Her latest hits collection, Best Fiction, has been at the #1 spot on the Oricon album chart since it went on sale in July 30th. And the latest sales tally, 1.09 million copies, making it the third album this year to break the million barrier.
Well done, Nami.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. She's gearing up to become the next Madonna, right? I mean,
pretty much.
Yeah, she started in her teens and 20s and 30s. She's been a bestseller every decade.
Every decade. Apparently, only a few others have done something similar, but none of them have accomplished the same as her.
Right.
They have done it in like maybe teens and then 30s or 20s and 30s. So
I think she's going to be big right up to her 50s like Madonna.
Exactly.
But let's take a quick look at Best Fiction. Fabulous. You know, I think it really helps that if you want to do something, you start when you're very young. You learn the ropes of the business very early, then you know how to succeed in the business.
She made her debut in 1992, and she was very much a 90s phenomenon, becoming a fashion leader for the world over, and of course the whole generation of girls who
including
definitely
you,
adored
I suppose.
Her. Well, yeah, you know, weird hair and all.
Anyway, her last million-selling album was 1998's 181920. Well, her ages, I guess. And she's the only Japanese female artist to have achieved a top 10 single for each year for 13 consecutive years.
That's very long. Top 10 in 13 consecutive years.
It's a tough industry, and she's made it.
Her failed marriage to TRF dancer Sam and her motherhood have only seemed to broaden her appeal instead of weaken it.
And she is currently top of the lineup of AVEX artists on the A Nation 08 tour, which she has joined this year for the first time. Now, AVEX, as you know, was a small independent label until they got artists like Amuro Nami and who else? Ayumi Hamasaki and BOA. They're all under AVEX, and now AVEX is one of the biggest labels.
Especially when it comes to Japanese and Korean songstresses or like maestros.
And she has a 16-venue, 40-show arena tour coming up in October, y'all. So fans, you might want to consider flying to Japan just to catch her. Now, the latest sales figures show she can still claim to be at the top of the J-pop world.
Pretty
fantastic. Yeah, and did you know that she's from Okinawa?
Yes, she's an Okinawan.
Okinawan, that's right.
Yeah, and basically, a lot of very pretty people come from there.
Really?
A lot of pretty people, because it used to be an American military base. In a way, it still is. There still are base stations there.
So there's a lot of
so there tends to be a lot of like mixed marriages,
mixed
and a lot of people have mixed parentage. for some strange reason, Okinawa is called the Island of Songs.
Right.
Yeah, the Island of Songs. And it's known as a music city because a lot of people there are musically inclined, and a lot of them have become like singers or performers or
and what bands? What bands or singers besides
Nami? One band that is pretty popular right now is Orange Range, or in Japanese they're called Orange Range. Yeah. I'm serious. It's called Orangey. Okay, and they are actually a hip-hop R&B kind of group. And what they actually are very famous for is being very typical Okinawa. And basically what they find very typical Okinawa is where they blend a mix of cultures because, you know, just like the place they are from, you know, they blend the cultures, you know, like American, you know, Japanese and everything. So they're a very, very popular band in Japan.
And there are other bands like The Pump and Speed,
yes,
also from Okinawa.
Yes, and some other singers as well. Even some famous soprano singers from there as well.
So if you have ambitions of joining the music business, maybe you should go to Okinawa.
And, apparently every other person that
find
has
a girlfriend or
an
boyfriend.
Album,
maybe you don't become a singer, but your daughter and your sons will.
Yes. So,
all right,
meanwhile,
moving on.
Another island.
No, we're talking about
Yes,
your
it
favorite.
is another island. Well, technically. Taiwan, the island of Taiwan. And from Taiwan, we have boy bands.
Boy bands.
This is 5566.
Yeah.
Yum. Well, you don't like? Well, first
I like some of their songs. I like Girlfriend. That's a good song.
Yeah, they're a popular band, 5566, right?
And they're going to perform in Vietnam this month and again in September. Taking stage at the Ho Chi Minh City this weekend and Hanoi on September the 7th, the band is slated to perform many of their hits off their 4 albums, including first album, Boyfriend, Long Time No See, and Bravo. The shows will also feature Vietnamese artists like Phuong Tan, Dam Vinh Hung, and
I'll help you with that one. Phuong Tan, Dam Vinh Hung, and Ho Nok Ha.
Ho Nok Ha.
Ho Nok Ha. Yeah.
Dam Vinh
Phuong
Hung.
Tan, Dam Vinh Hung, and Ho Nok Ha. Ho Nok Ha.
Sarah speaks all the languages of the world, if you haven't noticed. Alright, moving on.
Well,
And-
okay, I like cooking Vietnamese food, that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I just all sorts of, I like making bantit. That's my specialty. Bantit.
What's that?
Bantit's actually a vermicelli. You can serve it hot or cold, but usually you serve the vermicelli. The vermicelli is actually kind of like our laksa noodle. It's white and
I
thicker.
see. Okay.
And you serve it with,
Bantit.
you serve it, you mix, it's very healthy actually.
Okay.
You put a little bit of lime juice inside, you mix it with lots of vegetables, peanuts and everything. And
Does it look
a
like
little
your hair
fish sauce.
today?
No, it looks a lot better. And you put meat on top. Usually either caramelized pork or char-grilled chicken, which is my favorite.
Yum!
Very nice. Anyways, let's talk about another boy band from the J to the T to the K.
From the J to the T to the K.
From the J- from the
a
T
new
to the K.
K-pop. A new Korean pop boy band is set to conquer the shores.
You realize it was from Japan to Taiwan to Korea. Yeah.
Their name, the name of the band is Smash. Made of 6 band members, Segun, Chunwoo, Hanbang, Chunwoo, Hanbang, Hiro, and Naruro.
Yes.
The boy band is supposedly not only pretty boys and dancers, but also lyricists and composers. Also, they say in the press release. So they're not pretty faces. They're
Well, I don't know.
yeah,
Look at-
wow. They're lyricists and composers. Just like Sarah and I are not hosts, but we are serious investigative journalists.
Aren't we?
We are.
I thought we are.
Who cover,
check out the guy
like,
with the
important news.
umbrella though. He really does look like a pretty boy. So I really don't know how.
Boy bands are supposed to be pretty, otherwise they shouldn't be boy bands.
I
They're like
guess.
grunge bands.
Man bands.
Or like just bands.
Man bands.
Okay, well, I don't understand the appeal of boy bands, but you'll tell me someday. Also,
I
coming up in this is Big Bang, another pretty boy band, I believe.
Yes, the Big Bang also is.
We have a VT.
They are having. They're making a comeback, and this Korean group is actually really adored by Olympic swimmer Park Tae-won. Yeah.
Because they play hip hop, right? Really
Yes.
good Korean hip
Hip-hop
hop music.
and- yes. So this is a group that's formed out of 5 members. They play hip hop and R&B, and each member contributes with different vocal or rapping parts. Now we can see the clip. Let's see the clip. and we can talk over it and we can see them for a bit.
Now, they made their debut in 2006 and quickly became popular and experienced great success in 2007 with the release of their single, Lies.
Now, they have been performing for a long time, but they actually had a recent release of in Japan, and they actually had 2 huge concerts. That was actually the album called For the World, and it made its way to number 10 on the Oricon World Chart. And after 2 huge concerts in Japan earlier this year, after the release of course, they returned back to Korea. They went their separate ways to pursue their own individual solo careers.
That's right, youngest member Seungri tried his luck at theatre. Taeyang released a solo mini album Hot. G-Dragon released a remake of Taeyang's single as Look Only at Me Too, a digital single,
yeah.
And spent the rest of the year composing and producing. And Daesung also released a digital single called Guison, Look at Me. What's with all this look at me things?
Hip hop, I guess.
It sounds
very,
narcissistic. And
well, but it's not hip hop. Hip hop is always a bit narcissistic, right?
okay, especially so in
Like,
this
look
case.
at me, look at me. Like,
Okay.
look at me. And, like, yo, you know. But on August the 8th, 2008, they released their 3rd mini album, Stand Up, which we saw performed there.
Cool.
Yes, as they made
Alright.
their comeback into, as a group. They
Right.
haven't done that in quite some time.